Hi, this is Bethany Gagne, founder of the Albany Peace Project. And today, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with Michelle Dalbec. She is a Kripalu staff yoga teacher here in the Berkshires. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here with you all today.
Yeah. If you look at Michelle's website, which we'll give you, you'll see that she's amazingly trained on just a wide variety of things. And you teach everything from beginner yoga to advanced teachers. And Michelle, but you talked about one of your favorite things is something called Yogen Nidra. Can you please talk about that?
Oh, yummy Yoga Nidra. Yeah. Yoga Nidra is, some people look at it as a deep relaxation, and some people actually, look at it as a way to meditate. And I love Yoga Nidra because, this idea of meditating makes some people really nervous. It makes them I can't sit down and just focus my mind on this one thing for an extended amount of time.
Right.
So Yoga Nidra is a progressive scan through the body, and it's asking you to be aware of all sorts of different things like your breath and your mind and your body, and it just really evokes a sense of peace within. And it's really accessible. It can be done in such a short snippet of time, like the 15 minutes we have for meditation today, or it can be done in longer formats. You can take a full journey through your body and your senses and be take a luscious hour or something. But I love it.
And isn't it the idea of Yoga Nidra is to somehow take us from a place between waking and sleep somehow?
Yeah. So the brain, when we're awake, we're in that beta state. We're in that active scanning state, and then our deepest, our REM sleep state. And the practice of Yoga Nidra gets the brain and the body in those first couple stages of sleep, like the alpha waves, the theta waves, and the mind is completely awake and aware, but the body's awake and aware, but the brain is actually mimicking those patterns, those first patterns of sleep. So on a scientific basis, on a neurological basis, it is an amazing way to create peace within the body, to create deep relaxation.
Absolutely. I'm sure you've noticed anxiety is just running rampant in our culture, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what people don't realize is that anxiety is actually these high beta brainwaves, right? And so what Michelle's talking about here is very skillfully, by pointing the mind, lowering the bandwidth of our brainwaves by pointing the mind in the body, right? And how powerful, right? That's beautiful, sweet. I love when you called it yummy. It's true, isn't it?
Yoga on all levels, it should be yummy. Yeah.
I love it. It does, absolutely. And so people need to know that we do have these quote, yummy states. And we were talking earlier about the blissful body. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
I love the way you embody it. Even just thinking about it. See, people need to know it's right there. It's literally right under our nose.
It really is. So, the yogis say that we are a body of bones and flesh, and we have organs and all, but we also are a body of light and energy, and we access that best and we kind of feel it best through our breath. And the yogis say we also have a body that's thought and feeling and emotion, and that's just as real, although not as tangible as our physical body. And the yogis say we can progress, when we can have a sense of our mind, our body, our energy level or breath kind of being in union, we get to a state of intuition. They say we have this deeper ancient knowing, and through that we can kind of slip into the place where we're really one with everything. We have this bliss body, and it's within us, and all we have to do is just kind of find our way through the maze of ourselves to it, that it's not something outside of ourselves, that it's deep within us, and we can access it anytime we want.
Absolutely. And yoga, what it does is surrender the body, right? So that we can surrender our musculature and our resistance to allow that kind of aware bliss body to kind of emerge, right?
And even the mind, all those static or revisited thought patterns that we have in the mind of being anxious or being upset or being, distracted, we surrender the body, we surrender the mind, and then that deeper intelligence takes over, and whoosh, hopefully we ride the waves right into that state of bliss.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Michelle, I'm looking forward to your Yoga Nidra meditation that we're going to do now.
Yeah.
And you're saying you give people the option to either lie down or to sit up for this, right?
Yes, I go with wherever people are going to be most successful,
Yeah.
not to fall asleep, and to be most comfortable.
I'm with you on that.
Just know that if you fall asleep, the magic of yoga is it will still work. Like your unconscious mind will still be taking in my guidance and direction, and then on a very deep level, you're not going to lose any of the benefits.
Right.
But the idea is to stay awake.
Yeah.
So, however best you do that, or wherever you're most comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if you'd like to take more classes with Michelle, you can just look at the Kripalu catalogs and look up Michelle Dalbec. I mean, as you know, she's highly skilled at taking people into these yummy, blissful places, and that's a really important skill to have. And I can tell you that, a good teacher really can take you pretty far. So certainly look her up, and I'm just looking forward to your meditation in a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.